Hi everybody, it's Michelle, and today I want to show you guys what I am doing with my personal sized Filofax Floral Burst. And this is my absolute favorite personal sized planner that I have in my collection. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing with it. So most recently I had moved into my Erin Condren for planning, which is this right here. And I have my Moleskine for just a daily journal, and my Happy Planner right here for my scrapbook. So I'm still using my Happy Planner. I'm still using this. I'm still using this. But I was carrying around my wallet in this personal size Foldori that I made. And I had just a couple of booklets in here, just cheap composition books that I cut down. And I had all my wallet stuff in here. But I wasn't using it for any type of planning. It was just in my wallet, I mean in my purse, because I had all my cards and ID and that type of thing in there. So it was kind of taking up space and I wasn't using it. So I figured I would move this stuff into here. And then that way I can use it on a daily basis. And it kind of solved two problems for me. It was that problem with being able to carry it around and make it useful and not just something added to my purse. And also it helps because in my Erin Condren, even though I can plan out my task for the day in the sections, there is not enough room to keep notes. So, you know, I was putting personal task up here, work task down here, and trying to keep some notes here in the middle section, and that's just not enough room. So I just have blank paper, well, gridded paper in here where I keep notes every day, just on anything and everything I want to keep notes on, and it's all in here now. And this comes in especially handy, like right now when I'm making so many changes to my shop, and I have new logins I have to remember. I have like a sequence of things I need to do to close out one shop, open up another shop, and I can't keep all that information in here where it makes sense to me, but I can keep it in here where it makes sense to me. And once I'm finished with this whole process, I really won't need that information anymore. It's going to be just a bunch of scribbles and notes that won't make sense probably 6 months from now. But I can take a picture of everything, archive it in Evernote, and keep it there and just throw away all the papers that are in here. So let me show you inside, and it's not very stuffed, but I'll show you what I have in there. Now, I have no calendar in here at all. I have my front sheet here is the one that I've had for years now. I have a matching one that goes in my A5s. And I just put some business cards here. These are my new cards. I have them displayed there. I did not put my debit cards here because when I do that, even though there's plenty of room for it, it seems to make it too bulky over here. And I decided that if I ever do need a calendar in here, I'm going to slip in my Hobonichi weeks. Stick it right here. I had to cut it down just a little. That kind of hurt me to do that, but it wouldn't slide in. And I could just slide it in this front pocket. And then my Hobonichi is right there, in there. And it fits really nicely. If I need a calendar, because you know this has the monthly calendars and the weekly, and then has all this blank note pages too, that's numbered. So it's really nice. But I don't have it in here now because I really don't need it. So I just have my section here. I have my cards here, or my debit cards, ID, that type of thing. My front section is all of my business notes, like little notes I keep for business. And just like things that I need to remember for online, like hashtags to use, that type of thing is in here. And keeping track of what's being added to the store, which stores, and eventually this information gets put somewhere else for long-term storage. But it's in here now because I have this sitting with me when I'm working on the computer, and I can just jot everything in here and then move it where it needs to go later. This next section is just my personal stuff. So I have like a brain dump and what I want to buy when I'm out shopping, that type of thing is all in this section. And then this section is where I'm keeping my daily notes. So I just have blank grid paper. And I did stick in a weekly sheet, one from a notepad, just to kind of keep track of the week and what needs to be done. Another notepad showing my steps on what I need to do to close out one shop and put everything in a different shop. Just step by step, I had to sit down and think about that, you know, what I needed to do all in order. And then I won't need that information later. I could just throw it away. So that is all here. And every day I just keep notes on what's going on throughout the day, so on and so forth. Anything I want to keep track of. And I am taking a picture or scanning these and putting them in Evernote at the end of the day. So I have a record of that on my phone if I need it. And then I can throw these away. The next section is all about work. I don't have much in here now, but this is actually work, not business. Places that I'm doing some contract work for, and like transcribing, that type of thing, any notes that I need to do here. And if anybody's interested in the transcribing stuff, I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but I will do, I think, a separate blog post on that, because I've been transcribing since about September of last year. And it's an okay way to make a little bit of extra money if you like doing it. I don't really like doing it because you have to only focus on that one thing while you're transcribing. You can't think about anything else while you're doing it. So, and as long as you're able to focus on one thing, and if that's your groove, then fine. But I have like a million things going on all at once, all the time. So it's hard for me to focus and concentrate, but you can make extra money. So I will put that information in a separate blog post. But then there's some other contract stuff there too for some part-time work. So that's here. This is not anything related to Poochie Baby or the blog or the YouTube channels. This is just work for other people. And in my next section is where I keep some information like on logins and that type of thing. And yes, I do carry it around with me, but it's nothing really important. If they want to log in and see, you know, one of my workplaces or whatever, they're not going to get much information. So I need to keep it with me, because when I first sign up with new places, it's hard for me to remember my logins, and so I just keep it there for easy reference. And then I have this fly leaf that separates the back with my little page flags, the sea animals, I love it, and the owls. And these are all just blank papers back here that I can add into my daily pages, some Filofax papers, and mostly a bunch of notepads from Walmart, Target, Dollar Tree, just different places where I pick them up back there. And those all the way to the back. And these were my planner sheets where I may start using these because I haven't been keeping track of my time every day, and I like to do that. I may make some copies of these and add those on with my daily pages up there. And in the very back I have just another page marker that I made and laminated, the Filofax ruler, another sheet with cards and some pictures on the back, and then this top loading envelope where I keep my money and coupons, stamps, that type of thing in there. And then this one is just some miscellaneous stuff, like with my washi tape that I keep to mark pages here. This is just some orders for lab work that I stuck in the back, and my Filofax notepad here, so if I want to jot down a note and stick it in the book somewhere later, I can do that. And I just have this one pen that I'm using in here, and this is the cheap one that I got at Dollar Tree, and it was a pack of 2, and they're blue, and they write like a marker, so you know, more like a flare, but they're really fine tipped. They're nice. They are very porous, so they can bleed through the paper, but that's okay. There's nothing really important in here that I'm going to keep long term anyway. So that is there, and that is the only pen that I've been using. And let's see what else. Oh, and I do have my charm on here. This is one that I made that's in my shop, and it is my Texas State Quarter charm. And these are either in my Etsy shop. Oh, there's a fly. Sorry, guys. This is in my Etsy shop or on the website. In my shop there. And I have several of them ready to go. Oh, and I also have Lucky Penny Charms too. And that's it for my Filofax. So it's working out okay for now. I may change my mind in a week and go back into a regular bullet journal. But I can't carry around my wallet stuff in a bullet journal. It's just too hard. And this is just so much easier. And I can add paper in and out. That fly is going to drive me insane. I can add paper in and out as I need to. And there you go. That's all my owl. I love owls, you know. Everything Poochie Baby is all owls. So this is my, like I said, my #1 favorite planner. I always seem to go back to this planner eventually. I have this one in a pocket size also, which I have used before, but this size just works better for me. And it's not too big to use as a wallet. I think it's actually the perfect size. So there you go. If you have any questions about this, just put it down below in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. You guys have a great day and I will see you next time.